Louisiana beer reviews. Here we are at 6:37 a.m. Getting a little late breakfast. I usually eat earlier, but different things were going on that delayed me. And we're looking at Wasatch Raspberry Wheat. We love raspberries. We love beer. So guess what? They made raspberry beer. Raspberry beer. 4.4% alcohol, and it's unfiltered, and it's brewed in Utah, part of the 4% alcohol, part of the Utah Brewers Cooperative. I had this setting out for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's been out for a good while because they don't say on the website how long. Put it in this blue moon glass, but on Beer Advocate they're showing reviews back to 2003. We've been getting Wasatch beers around here for a good while, but they'll sort of vary it, you know. Some things will be around and then they'll go away, and they'll switch them out. But we almost always get the Ghost Rider and their other mainline ones like the Hop. Was it a double IPA, Hop Harvest or whatever? I've got some grits, cheesy grits, and some Italian hot sausage. Okay, and I put some on it. You know what? Could stand to have a little black pepper. I bet you. Just a little bit. Don't go overboard. Now, gonna have some coffee. The aroma. Well, you can see the head was pretty thick, but it's kind of died down, and it's a mostly clear beer. Wheat beers are usually hazy. This thing is clear like a lager. Did they put a lager in here instead? There's some clinging bubbles and ascending bubbles. It smells like a beer with raspberry juice in it, and it's not really raspberry juice. They say natural raspberry flavor. Now if you want maybe a more famous raspberry beer, you have the Purple Haze from Abita, and I saw some reviewers, and I understand they didn't know how to say it. They were saying Abita. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. You just go with it phonetically. This beer gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, so they're saying like a C, and a 43 out of 100, a rate there 76 out of 100 for the stop. And this is the first video review for this beer in the world. So it smells a lot like Purple Haze, in fact. Maybe not as bready. Purple Haze has, I think they've improved Purple Haze. First time I had it, or maybe it was just me. First time I had it, I didn't like it too much if you watch my video. Bready. Just like maybe that hot bread they bring you if you're at an Italian restaurant, or if you're at the grocery store and they're baking that bread. You know, it's like pre-made dough usually, and then they kind of bake it, or they bake it. It's not as hazy as Purple Haze. It's clear, which is strange. There's no coriander or banana or anything like that from a wheat beer. You don't really name the ingredients on the website. A slight spiciness to the aroma. It's a little thin. The flavor's a little dull. The mouth feels light and watery. The finish is on the crisp side. It's easy drinking, and at 4%, it's quite refreshing and mellow. So, kind of reminds me of Purple Haze before I think they improved it. There's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing too remarkable. This is the first, like I said, video review for this beer in the world. I'd like to see what you think about it. Frankly, I like it more with the subtle raspberry flavors, because if it was too fruity, I really wouldn't like it. I mean, I don't like fruit beers to start with, or flavored beers. But at least it's just like more of a hint of, well, not a hint, but more of a mellow, easygoing, subdued aspect with the raspberry flavor. More beer than fruit. Fruit is what I'm trying to say. I think it's better than just okay. It's probably more like in the B range. For a flavored beer, maybe B+, but nothing bad about it at all. So would I buy it again? No. I don't suppose I would, unless I had some people coming over that I just knew were big into fruit beer, and then I'd probably buy it. Pairs well with the breakfast. It doesn't. In fact, I think it pairs better than a traditional German Hefeweizen would, because those things have too much coriander and too much banana flavor for pairing with food. I find it interferes with the flavor of the food. So anyway, Laissez le bon temps rouler, an interesting, sort of interesting, good, pretty good beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to Baton Rouge and go to a Louisiana State University baseball game.